Yes, pleasure. Okay.
So, gentlemen. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, I could have mentioned that, but I mean, this issue of the Constitutional Court and several other courts. This is a vital step for Ukraine. It's geopolitically important because it shows that Ukraine is on its way to becoming a member state of the EU. It's a fully European country. It's also very important for the reform process in Ukraine. At the moment, there's martial law, which means it's quite hard to maintain democratic oversight. There's been suspension of a number of important things in, for example, money laundering. And so this report by the Commission will set out the homework that needs to be done for Ukraine to make progress even while still in an active conflict. I don't think that the government, the Fidesz government in Budapest, will actually block the start. What they will ask for probably is some kind of concession in another area. That's typically what they've done in holding up, for example, the funds that are going to Ukraine to support the government budget, for example. We've also seen this in NATO in terms of the accession process of Sweden, which Hungary is also still blocking along with Turkey. So there will be some negotiations, but I think it would be very difficult for any European government at this point in time to say we can't send this positive signal to Ukraine. It's really vital to send it. It's a fortuitous moment for the EU to show that it's serious about a really important matter of war and peace on its own continent and where it has agency. There's no question that this is on Europe's watch, and although the United States under the Biden administration is very supportive of Ukraine joining the EU, it's up to the EU to make this work.
The President of Ukraine, His Excellency Volodymyr Zelensky.
Target dates are tricky because you don't want to suggest that entry is guaranteed. The country still has to do the work for it to be ready, and yet, and if they're missed, that can be incredibly disappointing. But they can also be extremely motivating, especially if they look like they're just within reach. In the end, some kind of settlement will have to be found before the country can join. The tricky thing is how to ensure that there is a settlement without giving Putin veto power over Ukraine's European accession. I myself think it's rather important that the EU doesn't set as a precondition anything that could become something that's controlled by Moscow. You want to set as preconditions for accession things that are controlled from Kiev, not from Moscow. Has made reasonable progress.